$9 million in prize money. 330 Make No Promise has won 14 of 33, 7 of 11 over this trip. Best Gallops 29 and 29. $5 for Crackerjack Bull and $9 for Navarino as they get set. This is one of the heats that everyone's wanting to watch. The Queen is about to go for a race into the Melbourne Cup. Set to run. Ready? Racing. Wow, she's fast, jumped cleanly, and she's got clear air. She's going forward with Make No Promise. Navarino was next. Peaky Joe behind them. Trying to get through there was Sage Tennille. Back in the field was Crackerjack Bull. Well back was Boom Burst at Andre Bale. Leader Make No Promise. Wow, she's fast. Sage Tennille trying to get through. Wow, she's fast, got checked. It's Make No Promise in front. Navarino's running on. Trying to come on with Sage Tennille. In the straight, Make No Promise. After it, Navarino. It's Make No Promise. Make No Promise won it and beat Navarino and Sage Tennille. Fourth home was Boom Burst. Next in the field was Crackerjack Bull from Andre Bale. Wow, she's fast, and Peaky Joe, and it's 29.41. Make No Promise for Paul Bale.
Cup winner a few years ago, I won't say how many, but a few years ago, and now you're into another one with this boy. Loves the inside draw, and he showed that here tonight.
Yeah, he loves it. I thought he had a good show, really, so I'm just over the moon. What can I say? I'm lost for words.
Tell us a little bit about the team behind it, because it's not just you doing all the work. It's there's a whole family sort of going towards it.
It's the whole family, like Ray bred him. Diane, she probably does more work than me. So, but I'm just wrapped for Ray and a guy called Chris Earl. He's a sheep farmer in New Zealand. So he'd be over the moon too. So
there we go. I spoke to Cody Charles prior to the race, and he said, I asked him what it would mean to be in a Melbourne Cup. Yeah, he said it'd be a dream. You've been there and done it. What would it be like to win another?
Still a dream. Like you just don't expect them. I didn't expect them. I said to Diane tonight, we're either going to have a good night or a bad night. So we made 2 group races with Britza Piper and Make No Promise, and what else can I say?
Well done, Paul. It was a sizzling performance from Make No Promise. Inside draw, Wow She's Fast gave him a fair bit.
Yeah, it was a fantastic win. Make No Promise. Well done, Paul Bartolo. Just held the fence there. Geez, Wow She's Fast. She had every conceivable chance there and just didn't want to take it. Unfortunately, she's finished in the second half of the field. But for the connections of Make No Promise, he wins his way into the Melbourne Cup next week in a time of 29 and 40. Half a length the winning margin, 1, 5, 6 and 8. Kat Ernst, you spoke to Paul Bartolo pre-race. Did he give you enough confidence that Make No Promise would be saluting?
Well, he wasn't giving much away, Paul, before the race, was he, boys? But no, he's a very astute trainer, Paul Bartolo, and as we just heard Corey touch on in then, he knows how to win a Melbourne Cup. He, of course, quineled it. I think it would have been back in 2005 or 2006 with Betty's Angel and Miss Minnie Mouse. He actually bred both of those, and those girls were absolute superstars of their era. And yeah, he's looking to go back nearly 20 years later and win his second Melbourne Cup. So what a story that would be. And of course this fella is owned by his son Ray and was bred by his son Ray, who is involved with the Geelong track. So it's a family that's very much entrenched in greyhound racing, and you love to see these kinds of people get success on the big stage.
Oh, you certainly do. So it'll be a family affair come Melbourne Cup night next week for the Bartolos. Make No Promise takes it out. A really good run from Navarino. The Thompson kennel, they almost struck early with Navarino just going down. And Sage Tennille has certainly run a bold race. She's run out of her skin in for third. And Don, there was support to suggest Make No Promise was one of the best backs in the race.
Yeah, I think we can chalk that up as being a win for the punters. It was certainly pitted from a tab customer perspective as a race between 2. Wow She's Fast and Make No Promise. But Navarino, there was a late move there, $10 into $9 late tab fixed odds. I mean, another 20 metres and Navarino probably pips Make No Promise. So we're going to chalk that up as a win for the punters, which is fantastic because we like knocking off the bookies.
No, exactly right. A win for the punters is a win for every man. So we'll happily take that after race number 6 and the second heat of the Melbourne Cup. So 2 good stories already going through to the final next week. Of course, we saw Buddy Manelli in the first heat, and then just recently, of course, another one from box 1 in Make No Promise. So it'll be interesting to see how the third heat plays out, and we get to see Flying Zulu go around. So Jason Thompson, no doubt the Thompson family, they'll be looking forward to hopefully getting getting at least one runner in the final next week, and they could strike with Flying Zulu. We'll quickly look at the market here for heat number 3 and just see how that's shaping up prior to the running of race 7.
Look, Flying Zulu, best backed and favourite with the tabs. 270 for early shoppers, 210 this morning and unchanged at that quote. J is J on the second line of betting was $4 into $3.80, now back to $4. Aussie Rocks is $6 and unchanged today. Launch Code was $9.50 just moments ago, trims into $8.50 and you're getting $12 or better the rest. The best backed runner, as I mentioned, is Flying Zulu, 5 times better back than J is J, and Launch Code is third most popular.
So the confidence is there for favourite punters heading into heat number 3, but we also see the $1 million chase winner, J is J, going around currently on the second line of betting for Selena Zamet. A great story if J is J is to win its way through to the final next week. And even further down, Vaucluse Bale, if you're on track last week at Sandown, you'll remember, of course, the massive move in the market for Vaucluse Bale and ended up paying very, very well for punters that jumped on it. The price was a huge move and it paid dividends in the end. So plenty of chances in heat number 3. When you're into the Melbourne Cup next week, we'll join you prior to the running of race number 7 to talk you through it shortly on Sky Racing Active.